Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano ADA. Here, if we take a look at this chart, we can actually see quite nicely that the ADA chart is dropping further, but that we are generally in a short-term sideways movement. And this short-term sideways movement is looking like an Elliott wave triangle. I already mentioned to you in the previous video that it could very well be that this here is just an ABC and the wave 4 was already finished here, but that as long as we stay above 38.4 cents and as long as we stay below 40.2 cents, this could very easily just be an Elliott wave triangle. And that is getting to the end now, presumably. You never know with these triangles, they can expand further. So first of all, if we just draw a trend line, we can see that this looks just like a contracting triangle. But not only that, also the Elliott wave count suggests that this could be a triangle. And these triangles, they often occur in a fourth wave. And this is looking like a fourth wave, okay? Because it is sideways movement, sideways range, and we were expecting the fourth range anyway. Now, a fourth wave anyway. So a fourth wave in Elliott wave, well, it can be just a simple ABC, could be something more complex, or just a triangle. And if you see a triangle, it often is in a wave 4. Now, how do we draw that triangle? Well, Elliott wave count, well, it would mean that this was a wave A, here a B, here a C, here a D, and there isn't much more space for the E. That could even be in already. Again, we're getting here really into the realm of micro counting. If we simply used like a very simple way of calculating that target now after a breakout, because we haven't broken out of the triangle yet, what you would typically do, you take basically just roughly the height of the triangle and you add it to a possible breakout point, which would basically be here. So downside target would take us to around 37.4 cents. Now that is pretty accurate, I think, in line with the target that we used based on the extensions. Because in the last video, I'm pretty sure I gave you a target level, and I gave you roughly here the 38-cent level, I believe it was, as a first target here for that would be the 2.618 extension for the end of this imminent 5-wave move. But the other way of how we calculated the target, that was based on also here taking the length of the wave 1 but adding it to the wave 4 high, or to the high, and then we looked at the 37.7 cent level, the 1.618 extension. But sort of in that region, I would say between 37.5 to 38 cents, the next leg down should end. And that would then be here the 5th wave of the yellow 3rd wave. Then there should then be another 4th wave in yellow and a 5th wave down to complete the higher level wave 3 here. And then there will be another wave 4 up, higher degree, and a wave 5 down. So this is sort of how it's cascading down. What you need to know, we are in a triangle at the moment. Breakout point to the downside, first indication we are heading further down, will be a move below 38.9 cents. Confirmation for the breakout of the triangle to the downside will be a move below 38.8. You see, this is all very close together. And then I think we're going to see that 37.5 to 38 cent level. Should we get a breakout to the upside, which obviously can always happen, I'm not seeing it at the moment, but of course it can happen, then it could take us to around 40.8 cents, okay? But at the moment I don't see anything bullish on this chart. Even if we see a breakout to the upside, for me that would not mean anything bullish. It would just delay the inevitable, it would just delay what you can't avoid anyway, right? Overall, from this swing high, which started at, or the swing high, the wave E triangle that actually ended here at 46.5 cents, we've been talking about declining prices, and we are heading further down in line with that. This Elliott wave count will give you a roadmap where we're heading. So one more leg down, then a wave 4 retracement, another move down. So this wave 4 retracement, the next one that happens, or is due to happen, that also I would expect is only a shallow one. Yeah, these wave 4 retracements are usually quite shallow. So further downside, at the moment I'm sort of targeting overall the 30-cent level to finish off this overall correction. Let's see if we get down to that level. Also quite important to understand that this here is also an Elliott wave triangle. Yeah, this large one which broke to the downside. There is still the, yeah, no, it broke actually. We dropped below the low of the wave B, so that's basically a confirmed breakout to the downside. We have been looking at this triangle actually since May. It's a very long one, and it shows you how long these triangles can become. Obviously on a lower time frame, not that long. Okay, but yeah, so further downside expected. Again, if we move up, I gave you a target as well, but even if we move up, I mean, something really significant would need to happen, that this chart from where we are now is suddenly going to flip bullish, but we're not there yet. Even if we take out some resistance levels on the upside, I wouldn't suddenly flip bullish. So for me, it's further downside, even though you need to understand that corrective moves to the upside are always possible. But what is important is that I don't think that this whole roadmap to the downside has finished and the overall bear market already ended. So further downside generally expected. We maybe have a final look here on the indicators. Would like to take a look at the RSI here, the relative strength index. If we take a look on the daily chart, then we can see we are now getting sort of into interesting territory. We're getting sort of nearly into the oversold range, so nearly at the 30 level. We're not quite there yet. The last time we got that low was here around 12th of May. We saw quite a strong recovery. So there could certainly, as I said, always be some short-term recovery or just sideways. So we could be getting some either long sideways movement or a little bit of a recovery to bring also the RSI up. I mean, on the 4 hour we're also oversold. Yeah. Now short-term upside always possible. You know, we just need to be aware of that. But just if one of these imminent wave patterns down will get invalidated because we move up too much, for example, it doesn't mean it is suddenly a good and bullish setup. Okay, I'll keep you updated about ADA. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.